Melz on the MIC.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
103.1 KISS FM.
It's today's R&B and Throwbacks, 103.1 KISS FM, Melz on the MIC, with a very special guest on the phone line with me. This man is a star that is rapidly on the rise, ladies and gentlemen. Rolling Stone says, quote, he is a buzzing R&B star on the rise, and his new EP, Afterimage, is out right now, coming off an incredible performance at Austin City Limits Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to have R.Lum.R in the building with me. How are you today, sir?
What's up with you? Wow, that is a shining introduction. Thank you.
I've been told I get the best in the business. But how's it?
Yeah, your reputation precedes you. I appreciate it.
No doubt, brother. Now, so let's talk about what's been going on, man. How's everything going right now? How are you enjoying the success and everything blowing up for you right about now?
Yeah, I mean, things are amazing, man. I was super lucky to be able to come back to Austin this time and actually perform because, like, the first times I was coming to Austin, I was volunteering at South by Southwest, you know what I'm saying, just to get my name out there, you know what I'm saying? And now we were, like, playing for, like, 4,000 or 5,000 people or something like that at Austin, at ACL, you know what I'm saying? So it's been a wild ride, but I'm very, very thankful, man. I'm feeling good.
Now let's talk about ACL first, because I was supposed to come out there and check out your performance, but I did see some videos on Instagram and all over social media. I mean, and you are gaining a huge following right about now. I mean, that had to be amazing.
Yes, it has been better than bad. Yes, it's been incredible, man. Yeah, just seeing people connecting and like seeing like dance videos pop up. Drum covers, people like covering acoustics, like the stuff I used to do with my favorite songs when I was young, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's amazing to be kind of part of contributing and like continuing that cycle. It's super cool, man.
Right. Okay, well, let's talk about your background, your influences and stuff like that. Now, a lot of people are calling. Now, when I listen to your music, a lot of people, I can see that that a lot of different people are pigeonholing you and just putting you into the R&B category. But
yeah.
But when I hear it, I hear a wider range of music and sound that's beyond R&B. And explain that to the audience, because a lot of people get upset that we classify you guys as R&B acts, but you guys have a much more louder and much more universal sound.
Yeah, I appreciate you for picking up on that. I mean, I think it is. I mean, it makes sense that people would want to categorize things just with the way the brain works. You know, categorizing things makes them easier to understand and to relate to other things that you already have a perspective on. Like, I get it, but it is kind of reductive sometimes when it's like, oh, cool, this is just R&B. No shade to R&B, because that's, you know, where I came up, and that's what I grew up on. But, you know, my heavy, like, prog and, like, rock and jazz and all that stuff influenced me to want to play guitar and want to write electronic music and try to combine all of those influences into something that I think is uniquely me. So I definitely think it's worth it to maybe broaden the horizons a little bit.
Right.
But, you know, you got to get people in at some point. So why not do it with something they can understand? And then from the next song they listen to, it's like, oh, cool, this is something else. And then the next song is like, oh, cool, this is something else. Wow, I like all of it.
Right, right. And you know, a lot of people tend to forget. I mean, I read somewhere that one of your influences is the late great Prince, and people tend to forget. Yes, Prince was categorized into that R&B category, but we see what happened. His music was much larger and bigger than just one category that could fit.
Prince was a rock star. Like,
right.
Prince was a rock god.
Right.
Not even a question.
Right, no doubt.
You know.
Tell me about the new EP right now, Afterimage, blowing up everywhere. Spotify is going crazy. If folks haven't heard it yet, tell everybody about it.
Yeah, Afterimage is my first like kind of project, my collection of songs of these things that I've been working on for quite a while now, it seems. And it's awesome just to have it out finally, because we toured before it was out, and people were like learning the words at the shows and like asking me when these songs are coming out. So it's awesome to actually have it out and let people, you know, sit with it and learn and feel like they're a part of it and feel like it's like something that belongs to them. So when I see them again at shows, it's like we're sharing different perspectives on this certain thing that's become everybody's rather than just mine that I've been keeping to my chest. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's
know,
mine. It's mine.
like,
mine.
You know, no, it's everybody's. You know what I'm saying? It's just tight to see people at shows like singing the words back. You know, it's crazy that I can like step back on Love Less, you know what I'm saying, and hear the whole audience just do it. You know,
man, that's got to
it's
be
a
amazing
moment for them. Yeah, it is amazing because it's not about me in that sense. It's like this is a moment for you, and y'all are here in community to create this moment with each other over this common thing. You know, the common thing just happens to come out of me, but the coolest, like most rewarding part is seeing, you know, this thing affect people's lives like that. So it's awesome to have the whole thing out so they can just get all the different perspectives on it, you know?
Right. And Frustrated, the big song right now. Everybody's tearing up the charts.
Yes,
everybody's listening all across the country. Tell me about that song. What made you come out with the concept for that song?
And that one was just, it was a time in my life before I moved to Nashville. I was in Orlando, and I kind of had come to an impasse. Like, do you move and chase this thing that could maybe happen, being this like R.Lum.R project, or do you stay in this place that you're safe and just kind of subsist and don't live up to your potential, you know what I'm saying, and don't even give it a try? And I don't know, like, as much as it seems like a no-brainer in hindsight, now that things are like, you know, I'm playing ACL and just getting out for South by, and like we're doing national tours and stuff like that, at the time, you know, those decisions that really change your life are trying. You know, like it's really hard for you to get over that, and it becomes like a kind of internal war, like a battle. You know what you want to do, but actually doing it is so much harder than just doing it sometimes, at least for me. And I wanted to frame that in a certain way that I thought, you know, helped me understand it even better. So I framed it in the form of like a relationship. I think a lot of people think that song is about like a bad breakup. But it's not. It's really just me talking to myself, you know, the two different sides of myself, you know.
Hard. I see heads exploding as they listening to this. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, man.
I just see heads exploding all over the place. Really? Oh, wow. Like I
My
bad. You might have shattered.
My bad.
Nah, I'm saying you might have shattered some folks' preconceived conceptions of it. But that's what gained my interest about your music and your sound as well, because I knew there was something deeper there. I mean, it wasn't a lot of people take music at face value for what it is, and this is what it is. But I appreciate artists like yourself who have a deeper meaning, and you're not afraid to put that down on paper. So that was one of the reasons why I definitely wanted to get you on the phone and talk to you, and also meet you as well. So, but
thank you, man.
No doubt.
I really appreciate that. Super nice of you. Like I have nothing against just taking music at face value, because there's some things that I listen to even that now I'm just like, man, this beat rides. Like I don't care what they're saying.
Right.
But I do appreciate, you know, when people can really like absorb it and maybe take it into their own lives again and create their own meanings for it and stuff. So thanks, man.
No doubt, brother. No doubt, man. Thank you for giving me your time today, brother. And let's before we move on and before I wrap this up, I'm going to ask you about your social media. If folks want to follow you on the social media, how can they do that?
Just search R.Lum.R on all of your social medias, your Twitter, your Instagram, your Facebook, and I'm the only one that comes out. R.Lum.R. That's me. And
real quick, how'd you come up with that name? Because you know, folks, when folks first see it, they kind of like,
Sometimes they hesitate. Yeah, I love it though, because some people don't, and it's almost like getting you into my world before you even listen to the music. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have to make a decision on like, oh, is it R.Lum.R? Is it R.Lum.R? Is it? Do I just say each letter individually? You know, and then that you making that decision is you, like, those decisions are based on your personality and like your upbringing and like the way that you sort of pronounce things and view those words. So you're making creative decisions before you're even involved with my creativity. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it makes you understand that like you're a special person and you're creative and you're yourself, and that's what's incredible about like that interaction with people in the name, I think. But my conception of the name is it's just my name. My name is R.Lum.R. You know, that's my middle name. So I see it as the past. The first R is where I come from. My acoustic guitar playing, all my original songs that I wrote back in high school about like girls that didn't like me or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then my middle name, I kind of hid that for a while because I thought that was representative of things that people told me I couldn't do or wasn't supposed to do, like listen to rock music and like skateboard and do all the stuff that I wanted to do.
Right.
But I put it in the middle, and it's the most letters because I want that to be the focus. That's the present for me, you know?
Right.
And then Lamar ends with an R, and Reggie starts with an R. So I think of going from the past through the present, the Lamar, and then getting to the end of it is a combination of the past and the present. So that's the future to me.
See,
so I think of it as a timeline.
See what I told y'all? See what I seen? Everything is, like I say, it's all calculated, brother. I love it. It's all calculated. I love it.
I just hope it makes sense.
It makes sense to me. Makes perfect sense to me now. But R.Lum.R, ladies and gentlemen, his current EP, Afterimage, is available right now on all your streaming services. And are we going to get a full album from you here soon?
Yeah, that's probably coming next year. I'm definitely in the writing process.
Okay. Okay, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Afterimage is out right now. Frustrated, burning up the charts, man. And once again, man, I thank you for your time. But congratulations on all the success and everything that's blowing up. And hopefully we'll see you at South by Southwest this year. I definitely will be at South by Southwest next year. So I can't wait for that.
I.
No doubt. Can't wait to see you, brother, and I'll be looking forward to seeing y'all. And make sure y'all go check him out right now, Spotify and everywhere else. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the rising stars in music, not just R&B, music. R.Lum.R, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your time, brother.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much.
Melz on the MIC.
What's up?
Now heard weekdays from noon to 3 on today's R&B and old school. 103.1 KISS FM.